We competed. Obviously, the conditions were, wet and sloppy, and that's one of those games. We've seen this, over the years where, anything can happen really in a game like that. So just the way we jumped out to score 6 runs, especially 6 runs with 2 outs, I thought was a very good tone setter, just for the night. And then didn't rest on that, because obviously that, as it turns out, that wasn't enough. But to keep the scoring going, to keep those quality at bats going, to keep the just to keep the offense going really, and keep playing the game was really important. And then when we saw they're very capable and a very good team and very good offense as well, and they showed that they weren't going to go down easy, and so we needed all those runs. And but we had some big nights tonight. Billy with 4 hits and just continues to be just a force, and just a huge bat in our lineup. And Blake had a huge night, 5 RBIs, the 2 jacks, and the guys at the top that have continued to set the table. Cooper was on base 4 times, and Willie T had 3 hits, and Caden with the big home run early in the game. So just a lot of production up and down the order, and it feels like this is one of those offenses that you got 9 guys producing, and it's tough to keep these guys down. So we'll need to keep that going, and that's obviously a huge part of what's helping us be successful, coupled with the pitching that we're getting. And a sloppy conditions kind of night like this for Ethan Darden and Nick Clayton to only give up 3 runs through the first 8 innings was a big deal. So just overall, not even upset one bit about the 9th inning. In the 4 spot that they scored, it just moving on, and proud of our guys for getting game 1, and we'll enjoy this one tonight and look to play well again tomorrow.
Questions for players?
Blake, what's been working for you guys? This is 6 straight games. We've had at least 10 hits. What's been working, and what's been the approach for you guys?
Right. I think we're working as a unit, and we believe. That's the biggest thing. We're all bought into the approach and to what our coaches have to say day in and day out, and we just believe in each other.
Billy, Chris Haggerty, Tigers.com. The softball team's got K going right now. You're showing out. What is anybody doing to keep you somewhat level-headed with this streak, with what you're doing at the plate?
Yeah, just like Evie said, all 9 of us are swinging it well right now, and we're really firing on all cylinders. And especially credit to the top of our lineup. Feels like they're always getting on every at bat. And just letting our lineup do what it does. And, our approach has been good today and the past, we've been swinging it well the past few games and past couple weeks. So, we're definitely firing on all cylinders right now as an offense.
Blake, you've been getting closer and closer to this, putting really good at-bats together the past couple of weeks. Is it good to finally see that hard work pay off?
Yeah, for sure. But all the guys in front of me, it makes it pretty easy. You know what I mean? They're always on. They're always, and the guys behind me too. But no, just as a whole, we're super bought into the approach and what we have to do to win the game.
We were talking about that in the press box, that there's just seeming you can't pitch around anybody right now because everybody's hitting. What is that like to be a part of a role like this? And Billy, you can answer this question too.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, we have 9 competitors, and you have to pitch to every one of us in order to, to get us out. You got to pitch to every single one of us. You got to come at us hard. So, no, it's awesome. It's incredible to be a part of.
Yeah, we talk about being, 9 on one guy, 9 of us versus that one pitcher, and like Blake said, we're all competitive. We're all gonna do our very best to get our job done, and that's what we're gonna do.
Anything else for the players?
Anyone y'all can answer this, but I know there was a few injuries earlier in the year, and about 6 weeks ago, did getting people back, did that help with the 6 series wins, or was it just a mindset? Or
Yeah, I mean, of course it helped, but we just believe. You know what I mean? We know the next guy's going to step up. You know what I mean? Especially Billy. We always trust in the next guy, and we have trust in every one of each other. And like EB says all the time, we just trust our training. So we know if someone goes down, someone else is going to step up.
Wait, was there ever a point in time before the Louisville series when you broke out of your slump that you thought that maybe this is going to carry over a little bit longer than you would like?
No, I just kept working. It's just always going to work.
Anything else for the players? All right, thank you, players.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, I'm sitting here, watching their answer, and you're not smiling a lot. And I think it kind of goes back to happy but not satisfied. Is that continuing to be the mantra, even though the wins keep piling up?
Yeah, and it's, I don't want to say we haven't done anything, because what we have accomplished is establish a belief system that we can do something special, even though there's a whole lot of season left. So we haven't done anything in terms of that, but the belief system that these guys have right now and the confidence they have compared to where we were a couple of months ago, that's an achievement in itself. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with how we've turned things around, but no, not satisfied, just because I think the potential of this group is capable of, just do whatever they want. I mean, it's just seeing teams that get confident, and when individual players and teams get confident, they can do anything. So there's nothing that this group can't do, but they have to stay humble, they have to stay hungry, and they have to keep playing well, and it all starts with the mindset.
Erik, you guys today wrapped up at least a top 4 spot in the tournament next week. You were picked preseason 5th in the division. How good does that feel to know you've already done more than what people imagined you could do?
I don't care. I hadn't thought of what anyone else thinks of us and where we were picked. I didn't even know we were picked to finish 5th. Where did we pick ourselves, Hen? First?
Yeah.
Yeah, we picked ourselves first. So
Coach, have you ever
it's
had
gotta have a belief system that But yeah, but no, I don't care about next week. I just care about right now, and the next game's the most important one, and so. But yeah, I'm not worried about where people picked us.
Coach, have you ever had a lineup, and he alluded to it a while ago, where 1 through 9, it seems like you guys everybody seems to be batting 300 or better up and down the lineup. Have you ever had a lineup like that?
Yeah, I've had a few. Yeah, it's fun to be a part of when you've got 9 guys that are all connected to each other that are playing run scoring offense, not individual statistic offense, and it's a fun lineup to be a part of when you got 9 guys that are looking to make sure we get runs across the board, whether it's an unselfish play like a bunt or move the runner over or hit behind a guy or hit and run or whatever, or get the big 3-run jack like we got a few home runs tonight. But again, we're not reliant on the one thing. We're not a one-dimensional offense, and that's what these types of offenses that 1 through 9, you have a combination of speed and power. They're a lot of fun to coach and run the offense, knowing that you can do multiple things, knowing that the playbook gets a little bit thicker, and so that's been a fun part of it. And we've done quite a few things in terms of that, of applying pressure, and we've also had some big innings where we hit the long ball. But it's a fun offense to be a part of, just because there are so many weapons in those 9 guys.
Your team looks like they're playing with a different swagger than compared to the first of this season. You talked about playing with an edge, on the edge. How do you keep them, from being crossing that line into overconfidence, maybe?
Well, they just, they need to stay mentally free, and they need to play with this like house money feeling, and that's a big separator. We've had some times where we've, gotten a little tight, games have gotten a little close, but that's where we were to start the year. It was, everyone was kind of feeling their way through, and the belief system is really important. Everybody now knows we have a good team because they've seen it. And for them, seeing is believing, but for us, believing is seeing. We had to have the belief system first in order to do it. And that was hard because we were not having success. And that's where all the credit goes to the players, because I can say it as a coach and the coaching staff can say it all we want, but it's the players who have to process it and truly know that they are going to trust their training and they are going to play mentally free and they are going to feel like they can be fearless and just go out and make mistakes and treat the field like it's a playground and, all the things. So I'm very proud of just where they were and where we are now. But with that being said, this is no time to pick our head up and think about the standings next week and are we going to do this and are we going to do that. It's just the more we can keep our head down and just stay locked in on competing game to game, the better we're going to do. All that other stuff will take care of itself. And this team is capable of whatever they want to do. There's no reason why this team can't compete to be the last team standing. It's going to have to be reduced down to the moment and the pitch and the game, and then whatever we're doing right now is the most important thing. And they've been really good about being able to stay centered on that and not look ahead or, think too far ahead. I know everybody talks about it, looks at it, but these guys have done a really good job of, even if they have looked, of bringing it back to the middle